bittersweet afternoon.
Yeah, disappointing. Disappointing. We came here expecting to win the game and expecting to put on a good account of ourselves, but we didn't turn up today. We didn't get the passing going and conceded a sloppy goal. So disappointing day all round.
Because this is the sort of place, that if you're going to go for promotion, this is the sort of place you've got to come and win, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we said that before the game. We spoke about like teams that come and get promoted win at places like this, and that's what we set out to do. But unfortunately, it just didn't happen today. But it's good we've got another game Tuesday, and we can hopefully bounce back against a tough Southend side.
So talk us through the penalty save, as you say. I mean, it looked a really good one because it looked to be right in the corner.
Yeah, I think I was quite pleased with it. Got a good strong hand onto it and managed to get up and get the second ball. But once I made the save, I thought, yeah, we can go on and get something from the game, because sometimes it does change games like that. But unfortunately, it didn't quite happen. And if anything, they had more chances after the penalty save than anything until the last 5 minutes when they set back off us. But like I say, it's a difficult one to take. Pleased with the personal performance, but disappointed with the result.
Now, Bristol Rovers on Tuesday night, we were hit by that goal in the 95th minute, and it looked like we had half a chance of getting one because of an unexpected figure in the opposition penalty area.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind going up. I quite enjoy going up. I mean, you've got nothing to lose in that. But yeah, managed to get ahead on it, but unfortunately we just couldn't turn in the second ball. So I'm more than happy to go up next time. But hopefully we won't be losing the game.
And I said this to Billy Jones just now as well, and I'll put the same question to you. It does put more onus on Tuesday night now.
Yes and no. I mean, we're just taking one game at a time. I mean, if we win Tuesday night, lose Tuesday night, or draw Tuesday night, we'll still be disappointed we didn't win the game. But we're just taking one game at a time, and looking forward to Southend now on Tuesday, because we know it's going to be a tough game. There's going to be balls coming in our box, and we're going to have to defend. And hope, like I say, it's going to be a tough game, but hopefully go there and get back to winning ways.
You've had a few personnel changes in the defence in front of you. How do you see from behind it? How do you see the Michael Hector-Steve Elliott partnership?
Yeah, very well. I mean, Stevie's very dominant in the air, as is Michael. And Stevie's a real old-fashioned, old-school defender, and he's a stopper. And Michael gives us that extra bit of pace, and he covers round, and he's a very good talker for such a young man, and he's come in and done exceptionally well. And like I say, there's 16, 15 games left, and hopefully they can stay together if that's what the gaffer sees to the end of the season.
And also a couple of changes at full-back, because Keith's come in, and then you've had Sido and Billy. I mean, how does that affect you when those changes?
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't particularly, because we all know each other's strengths. We train with each other every day, and we know everything. And when we are doing the back four work, we swap it round. So Sido go to left back, Lowy right back, Lowy centre half, or whatever. So we swap it round. We all know what we're good at, and whatever team the gaffer picks, and we know we're strong at the back, and hopefully keep a few more clean sheets from now to the end of the season.
Do you think it's just taken a little bit of time for some of these, because the changes that Mark's made with the new players coming in, do you think it's just taken a little bit of time for it to gel properly?
It's difficult to say, really, because when they all came in against Torquay, we were brilliant, and then difficult one at Bristol Rovers, and draw was probably a fair result, even though it was a bit sickening the way it came about in the last minute. But like I say, today I think we just got to remember that we do what we're good at, and we're good at passing the ball, and we didn't do that today. Although fair play to them, they did make it very difficult for us.
There you go. As I said, Southend, and it's another tricky game, isn't it? I mean, I know they're all going to be tough, but Southend away in particular in the past has been a tough game.
Yeah, it's not an easy place to go, and they're a big, strong side, and as all Paul Stokes teams, they like to get the ball in the box as quickly as possible, and they're very good from set play, so we'll have to be on our guard. But if we can go there and win, it'll put a real marker down.
Okay, cheers, Scott.
Cheers, thank you.
Scott, have you done much research into Williams' penalties?
I remember him. This is going to sound like I've got a memory like an elephant, which I don't. But I remember he was when he was at Wrexham a long time ago. He scored one low to the keeper's right. So I just thought, I know he's had a couple to the left this season, but I thought I'd go to the right. And he asked me at the end if I'd done my homework, and I just said no. So yeah, I was just like I say, just pleased with the save, but disappointing couldn't go on and get something from the game.
Yeah, you made a few others as well, didn't you? First half, down to your right, and then one at the end, quite near the end, when they had a few chances.
Yeah, a couple. Like I say, a couple. It's disappointing because you in a way you're pleased with your own personal performance, but it's a team game, and I'd rather have not had anything to do and just won 1-0.
Have you got? Have the players been talking about it? What is actually lacking here? Because I think everyone thinks it's one of the best on paper, the best squads Cheltenham have ever had, but we haven't quite seen that top form yet, have we?
It's difficult because, like I said, we've not particularly played well this season, but we're fifth in the league, and and if we can play well, then we know what we're more than capable of. But we just need to get a few wins together and get back on track. At the end of the day, it's not crisis point. We're 5th in the league. It's not like we're relegation. We've just lost and we've gone 2 points at the bottom of the league. We're 5th in the league, and there's plenty of positives to look forward to with the remaining games.
Yeah, everyone just hopes you can just find click, isn't it? That's what you need to do.
Yeah, I mean, like I say, it's no point being too. We're all disappointed, but come Monday morning we'll still be 5th in the league, and we'll be looking to kick on and look forward to the remaining games. And in a way, there's 14, 15 cup finals left, and we need to try and win them all. Yeah,
it's quite unusual to have 5 coming in mid-season, isn't it? But hopefully they're only going to get better as they get to know how the team plays.
Yeah, definitely, and hopefully Rooms can join us whenever that goes through, and he'll be another great addition. They're all great lads, and they've added to what we've already got.
Yeah.